What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to do a discussion video on the new JPEGMAFIA album, Veteran. This album released January 19th of this year, and um, just that name, JPEGMAFIA, I'm like, JPEGMAFIA. Now that's a name right there. I actually really like that. Just JPEGMAFIA. And just off that name alone, I just knew that this was gonna be something different. This was gonna be um, a little out there, I guess you could say. And I'm not wrong, but I dig that type of music anyway. Like if you like underground hip hop, I definitely think that you would like this. But hipster rap, because I've kind of deciphered the two a little bit. There's mainstream, of course. Then there's, if you like underground, you're considered a hipster. But really, underground, at least if you ask me, underground is it's more than just boom bap, but it's more for the traditional hip hop fans. They really love the '90s. They love what was big in the '90s, and they love projects from the mid to late '80s as well. Um, but there's also another side of the underground, which I guess it would be more appropriate, be more fitting if you called an album and an artist like JPEGMAFIA, album like Veteran and artist like JPEGMAFIA, hipster, since he seems to be young, seems to be like age 18 to 24, anything like that. So I'm in that demographic as well, and I feel like it would be more fitting to call this hipster rap, which is kind of derogatory for hipsters, if you are one, if you know you are one or not. And this, I just have to say, like, this 19 track, not that long of an album, even if it does have 19 tracks. There are a lot of 1 minute tracks on here, and 2 minute tracks. There's only like one 3 minute track. No, there's like three, but there's not one that's even 4 minutes, I believe. No, no, not at all. Um, but yeah, this album, I don't want to say if you liked Vince Staples with Big Fish Theory, you like this, but there are some similar elements to it, if you ask me. And I mean, it would be weird if I did say that because I didn't really, I just didn't really care that much for Vince Staples with the Big Fish Theory album. So it's like, how could I possibly like this? But this is, if you ask me, better than Big Fish Theory. At least I just enjoy it more. Something about Vince Staples. Not that he's bad. He's a damn good rapper. I want to love Vince Staples. I just can't really get into him like that. I don't know why. But this album, 19 tracks, don't exactly know the minutes, but the tracks I want to talk about in particular are 5 tracks in particular, actually. The first track with 1539 North Calvert. Um, the best thing about this is when he said, I need a bitch with long hair like Mike Seatown. Oh man, that. Look, I haven't even watched Dead End's review yet. I wanted to save that for when I listen to it and put the review up. Listen to the album and put the review up. Haven't even listened to Fantano's review yet, but when I saw that he covered it, I was like, okay, let me check this out. Let me at least see what the description is. What does it say? It says alternative hip hop, things like that. So I was like, okay, I'll give this a shot. And I got an 8 as well. So I was like, okay. And yeah, that's just great. I wonder if that has. I'm sure it has something to do with why Didn't Hip Hop reviewed it, but I'm sure they also reviewed it because it's just a damn good album. But the second track I want to talk about is Real Nigga. Look, this is drugs gone wild, if you ask me. Like, and I love it. Like, this track kind of sets the tone for like what a lot of these tracks on here are like. Um, but at the same time, so did 1539 North Calvert. It set the tone for what some of these songs sound like and what some of these songs transition into. The next track is the seventh track. That's what I'll talk about. Is Rock and Roll is Dead, and like I said with the beat switch, the beat switch here is the absolute shit. honestly. Like, my goodness. Now, 11, track 11, Panic Emoji, is another damn good track, one of my favorites. These are my tracks that caught my ear the most. Not to say there aren't other tracks on here that are good. Like, there are plenty of other good tracks on here, but still. And the last track I want to talk about, at least have like a single discussion about, is Macaulay Culkin. Um, this was like almost pretty much an instrumental track, and I I just can't. I don't know what to say about this. This album is so relatable. It's kind of weird because with an album like this, when I in the beginning of the video when I said like I guess you could be fitting if you called it hipster rap. Um, there's nothing too hipster about this as far as the how relatable it could be. As far as the music and how many people might listen to it, um, people who listen to the mainstream probably might not like this. I'm assuming, but at the same time, that's not like a diss to the mainstream audience and the mainstream music. But I feel like they wouldn't like this. But this album is so relatable for hipsters and kind of, if you ask me, people who listen to mainstream music. Because a lot of people that I know that listen to mainly mainstream music, they can relate to a lot of tracks on here and just these titles like Rainbow Six. You don't know how many friends I have that play that game. I don't play it, but you don't know how many friends I have that play that. Um, and just tracks like I cannot fucking wait until Morrissey dies. Like that feels like something that Tyler would have said back in Odd Future days. And look, these wrestling references as well, like Curb Stomp, um, last track on here. Um, Edge's theme song. If you're familiar with WWE and you know who Edge is, and you know at the beginning in his song, "You Think You Know Me," that comes up on a few tracks on here. Um, and there was also another reference on here. Oh, there was a thrash metal reference on here when he talked about what did he say? How did he word it? You want to get thrashed, or it's time for you to thrash. You want to rust in peace, which is Megadeth's album from like 1990, 1991, which has my favorite, one of my favorite thrash metal songs of all time, Lucretia on there. Shout out to that album, and shout out to JPEGMAFIA for just being so relatable. I mean, kind of having a hipster vibe to him, but just something with Rainbow Six. Even I can appreciate that just because I know how crazy my friends are about that. Curve Stomp, like just having those metal references and wrestling references. I'm like, this is a damn good album that I'm definitely gonna keep coming back to. But like I said, this is a discussion, so I really don't have a rating for it, unfortunately. Um, if I had to give this album a rating, though, I'd give it like a 7.25 out of 10. I definitely see why people go crazy over it. I feel like the same people who like this are the same people who love Brockhampton, which is great because I love Brockhampton. And yeah, honestly, that's pretty much it. I'll definitely be coming back to this album more and more. And who knows, maybe I'll just keep listening to it so many times in a row. I'm like, damn it, I'll probably keep this video up, but I'll be like, let me do a full on review. Which this could have been a full on review, given that this is just about to be 9 minutes. But still, um, if I had to give it a rating just based off how I've sat with it for the past um, 2 weeks, even though it's been out since like January, like I said, um, I'd probably I'd give it a 7.25, and I'm sure that would change if I gave it a full-on review and just kept listening to it, which I will be, like I said. So that's pretty much it. If you've heard this album though, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. But I guess what you think about my review, what you think about my little discussion on it, and what you would rate this album. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. You know what to do. Hit the like button if you like this video. Share the video if you like the video as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you like the content that you see, or at least click on the channel name and see if there's content that you would like to see. I mean, come on now. And yeah, check the description so you can get my social medias and everything else. I have so many links that you can connect with me on in the description. It's it's ridiculous. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. and I will see y'all next time. And you'll see me next time wearing the exact same thing for the next few videos, because have I'm free all day, and it's time to catch up on some of these albums. Hell, maybe I might get some of the albums where I can do the best of February while I'm this deep into March. But yeah, see y'all next time.